can't buy happiness, but it can buy me a boat.
We're back. If you're watching your computer, make sure you can get us on your local cable provider. Go to youtooamerica.com and enter your zip code to find out where you can find us locally. I'm Barry Nussbaum, keeping this couch warm for Dr. Gina. Back next week. Welcome back to America Trends. Well, Donald Trump gave possibly one of the best speeches he ever gave last night. He hit every point he wanted to and reached the hearts of most of America. These people that have felt disheartened by the past 8 years seem pretty happy today, as Trump said, we're going to win, we're going to bring back jobs and respect to Americans that's been absent for far too long. Joining me now from the City of Lights in Las Vegas, Nevada, is the former vice presidential pick for the Libertarian Party, capitalist, evangelist, and author of the book, The Power of Relentless, the relentless Wayne Root. Welcome.
Hey, Barry, and by the way, you should know I have a new book coming out August 23rd. It'll be the most controversial book and high-profile book of the entire election season. It's called Angry White Male.
Are you one of those, Alan?
I am. Wayne, mark me down. Wayne Allyn Root, Angry White Male. It's my personal testimony, yes. But you know what? There should be angry white females. There should be angry of every race and every creed, because the nation is going downhill fast, and unless we elect Donald Trump, we're done.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, we're going to come back to that when it's out, and we'll bring you back to talk about it, and you can tell us about the book. So talk about Trump. Last night, tell me what you thought about his address.
It was fantastic. I mean, it was right out of my book. Whether you're counting the new one, Angry White Male, or you're counting my older book from 2 years ago, The Murder of the Middle Class, Donald Trump's appeal is exactly what I asked for. I said we need a candidate who's a showman, who's an entertainer, who's a businessman who knows how to create jobs, who's a celebrity, who's a reality TV star, and most importantly, someone who knows how to appeal to working class and middle class voters who happen to be predominantly white. Pew Research says 79% of the middle class is white, but there's plenty of black middle class, plenty of Hispanic middle class, there's plenty of Asian middle class, and there's plenty of people from every race who believe in law and order and want this to be the law and order president. They want order restored in America. You can't allow people to kill cops. And so Donald Trump's the right guy. If you like the police, if you like the military, if you like the Constitution, if you like capitalism, if you like the Bible, Donald Trump's the right guy for all the things I believe in.
Well, let's talk about specific issues. I heard for the first time last night that he put the stake in the ground that he, Donald Trump, is the law and order candidate, obviously responding to the horrible tragedies across the country that are now almost regular news regarding our police. Do you think he's going to be able to hold on to that one?
Yeah, there's two things that are happening across our country and across the world that are regular occurrences. The police are under attack. There's a war on our police and all law enforcement for that matter. And there's also a terrible terrorism problem, and it involves two words: Muslim terrorism. And I was beaming from ear to ear. Someone was willing to finally say those words: Islamic terrorism, Muslim terror, whatever two words you want to use. 8 years now we've been held hostage to this horrible Muslim sympathizer in the White House who doesn't know how to say those two words. He's delusional. He cannot admit there's a problem with Islam, with the Quran, with the words in the Quran that say you got to convert or we're going to kill you, we're going to enslave you, we're going to rape you, we're going to murder you. And it's going on every day in this country. And no one's saying all Muslims are bad, but we are saying that there's a problem with radical Islam, and you got to admit that's the truth. By the way, ISIS, doesn't that mean Islamic State? That's the name. And yet Barack Obama won't say it. He's willing to change transcripts, order the Attorney General to change the words of mass killers from, God, from Allah or Allah Akbar to God. I mean, it's amazing the kind of fraud and the kind of mental jujitsu and verbal gymnastics that this president will go through in order to keep the blame off of one religion or one extreme sect of that religion that's attacking America. So whether it's Black Lives Matter or whether it's Islamic extremism, our nation is at war. We're under attack by people who don't believe in laws and people who don't believe in law enforcement and the police and the military and our veterans. And Obama's there stoking the fires of revolution. I can't wait till we get rid of him. And Barry, wait till you see the last few weeks and days of the Obama administration, especially if Trump wins. You're going to see him pass things through executive order in the last few days that are going to frighten the middle class. He's going to try and destroy this country.
Well, don't forget, if they are executive orders, Wayne, they can be reversed in the first couple days of the next administration. So let's talk about Islamic fundamentalism and Trump making that his big issue last night. I agree. He wasn't shy about it, and he didn't mince words, and he wasn't embarrassed to say it publicly. Do you think Hillary is going to let him make that a GOP issue, or is she going to finally start saying who the enemy is and what she's going to do about the enemy? Or is she going to convert it back to the Obama administration argument that it's all about gun control and workplace violence?
Well, I think a mixture. I mean, mostly she'll be liberal and she'll back Obama, but she has already said the words Muslim extremism or Islamic extremism. I think it was about 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
she said those words.
She said it once.
Under pressure from Donald Trump.
She said, and I'm willing to say it, and she said it, and that was the end of it.
Right. So it'll come up once in a while in the debate. You know, these people are such great frauds and fakes. In the debate, she'll say it, and she'll act like she's always willing to say it, and then she'll never say it again. If she's elected president, you'll never hear it again because, of course, the Muslim vote goes 90% or higher for the Democratic Party. This is all about politics. They're trying to flood the borders with Muslims and other foreigners, other illegals who they can get to vote. You heard today, I assume, just hours ago, the Supreme Court of Virginia struck down Governor McAuliffe's executive order in Virginia to allow 206,000 felons to vote in the election. They would have all voted for Hillary, but thank God the Supreme Court of Virginia struck it down. So hopefully those felons, I don't believe there will be another decision by the United States Supreme Court. There's no time. So those felons will not be voting for Hillary Clinton. So again, good things do occasionally happen. I have great hopes we could turn this country around. It was Ronald Reagan, Barry, who once said, all Republicans.
Wayne, we're going to have you back. Don't you worry. We got a lot to talk about. Thanks, Wayne, for being with us. More America Trends coming up next with my friend Lisa Benson.